Hello and welcome. My name is Diana O'Daniels, and I'm super excited that you are here today to have a little fun with learning to get our kids excited and ready for a successful, fun, hands on learning experience. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I know your time is valuable. We have a lot to do as busy moms. And I wanted to just quickly share with you my screen to talk about our goals today. And with that, welcome. All right, here we go. I am Diana from the Kinder Prep, and I'm excited to share with you some ideas to get, like I said, to get you excited about working with your little ones. So my main goals today are to look at some academic as well as social emotional skills that are recommended for starting kindergarten, as well as some super simple activities you can start doing today. You're probably already doing them with your kids, but just kind of taking those everyday activities and tweaking them just a little bit to focus on those academic and or social emotional skills to support our little ones. So, a little bit about me. I am from Orange County, California. This is my beautiful family. I am have a household full of boys, and I started teaching way back in 1997. And I have learned a lot. I have worked with numerous children and adults over the past 20 some years. And the most important thing I learned that very first year is that our children are where they need to be. And our goal as parents, as educators, is take where they are and just see growth over time. And I know there's a lot of myths about, oh, my kid needs to know this before they start kindergarten, or they should be doing this. It doesn't matter where they are, because when you are working with your child, you take where they are and you just encourage and you grow with your child. So I just want to give you some grace and know that wherever your child is exactly where they need to be. Um, and so during these years after I taught for 10 years, and then I was lucky enough to be home, be a mom. And during that time, I was room mom, Cub Scout leader. I've done all of that stuff. So, and then when my boys started school, I had an opportunity to start subbing. And then I was offered the position, and I went back full time. Then take us to back spring was the coronavirus. And here I am on my Zoom call, and my heart was not in it. I saw my kids downstairs stuck behind a screen trying to learn. Then I am on screen with my 30 amazing little kindergartners doing the song and dance, trying to get them engaged. And my heart wasn't in it. So, fast forward to this past school year, I left the classroom to be a homeschool mom and educator to help and support other moms who are trying to figure out the route on the best ways to educate their kids. And so I've been taking what I have learned with my kids in the classroom, and I've been sharing it with other families. And we have loved this experience of homeschooling, and will continue because of the flexibility and just the time as a family to be together and learn, and we're all learning and growing. And voila, now we have the Kinder Prep. So with that, I will make sure that you have the link to this. This is just a basic tic-tac-toe board that you can keep on the refrigerator as a little trigger of things that you as a parent can remember. These are things that are recommended over time to work and develop with your little ones. And so with that comes the fun part. I was going to be sharing with you some of my favorite activities that you can start doing today to really build the basics. And it's things that you're already doing, but tweaking it in a way that you are now developing important learning, literacy, letters, numbers, and just building the confidence as your child is learning and growing. So I wanted to start off real basic with a book. It is so important to be reading to our kids on a daily basis. And when you're reading with your kids, you can read it, you're spending time together, you're building vocabulary, you're changing your voices and getting excited about when you are reading with your child. But there's also some really important things that you could be doing with your child to work on those letters and sounds without having to pull out a worksheet and sit there and fill out what things start with the letter B. You can take a book that you're reading together and say, wow, look at these pictures. Look what's going on here. There's a picture of a dog in a boat. They're in the water. There's a sailboat. There's a duck. Duck, dog. What sound do you hear when I say those words? The letter D. Good job. There's also a dad. Let's see. Treat. What sound do you hear when I say tree? So you can take things that you're already doing and you can start working on just focusing on hearing those beginning sounds, because that's something that is a big focus when school starts. And that's also, you're sitting around the dinner table as a family and the place table, everything is set. You can say, okay, I spy something has the pa sound. So they're looking at around the kitchen table and they'll say, oh, pa plate. Good. What sound do you hear when I say napkin? Oh, that's what letter is that? Oh, the letter N. So you're taking things you're already doing every day and just kind of putting a little twist on it without them thinking, oh man, mom, we're doing more school. But if you turn it into a game, then your kids are going to buy into it. So that takes me to the area of games. Kids love games. So any opportunity you have to play a game with your kids for fun, for learning, it doesn't matter. It's just the laughter, the joy that you're spending together. But I wanted to share with you a really simple game you could probably start playing tonight. All you need is a basket or a little bucket and some sight word or some index cards and wherever your child is. So if your child is just working on letters, capital letters, lowercase letters, I would write or use flashcards you already have, put the letters inside your basket. Okay. So if your child is working on letters, put in letters. If your child is working on numbers, you can put in numbers. If your child already knows their letters, you can throw in some sight words, whatever your child is working on. I did this with my second grader this past year and I threw in multiplication problems. So the fun part about this game is that you have all of these index cards in your basket, but you also have some trick cards. For example, my boys are really into pirates. So anytime I could throw in pirates, they're excited. So I had my son draw about 4 treasure boxes and 4 pirate cards. So there's 4 treasure boxes, 4 pirate cards. And I put it inside my basket and I swooshed all the cards up. So you take turns pulling out a card. So when it's your turn, you pull out a card. And if you pull out a letter, if you know the letter, okay, G, good, I get to keep the card. Then you pass it to the next person. And then when they pull out a card, if they know it, B, B, or D, you would keep it, you put it back, or you keep it. If you don't know the letter, then you put it back inside the bucket. So you keep going and going and going. But then you might pull out a pirate. Arr, you got the pirate. That means I have to put all of my cards that I've earned. They now have to go back in the basket. So now I have 0 cards, but now I pass it to the next person. And if they pull out a treasure, they hit the jackpot. And that means every player now has to put their cards, give them to you. So now I have a big pile because I just hit the jackpot. So it's kind of fun to play this game because you're like, oh, what am I going to pull? What am I going to pull? A letter? Or am I going to pull the treasure? Am I going to get all the cards? Or am I going to get the pirate and have to throw all of my cards that I've earned back in the basket? I've done this around Halloween time where I did a bunch of boos and a bunch of trick or treats. So if you pull the boo card, oh, I got to put all my cards in. However, if I pull out trick or treat, that means I get to collect everyone's cards. If you have a little one who is into baseball, you can do the same thing with strike and home run. So if you pull out a card that says home run, then you get to go and collect everyone's cards. Now I have a big pile. But if you pull out the strike card, oh no, that means you have to put your cards back inside the basket. So I love this game. It's so easy. Index cards and pick out your theme. Baseballs, you can do fairies and dragons. If you get the fairy, that means you get to collect all the cards. If you get the dragon, you have to put your cards back inside. Whatever. Um, Love this game. Whatever skill, wherever your child is, you can throw in letters, sounds, sight words, you name it, in this basket, and they pull out, and it's a game. And you're, instead of having to do drill and kill with flashcards, you're now playing a game. So, like I said, any opportunity to play a game with your kids. Um, and another thing I wanted to share with you is the use of puppets for multiple reasons. We've talked about working on letters and sounds and sight words, and numbers, counting are all important skills. But being able as a child to role play and act out your emotions, puppets are a great way, and not very, just a fun way to act out. And as a parent, as an educator, to kind of stand back and listen to the conversations your little one is having with your puppet, you can learn a lot. Um, you can also use it for learning, like at, put it together, cat, or dinosaur, dinosaur, ig, put it together. What's my word? So there's lots of ways you can use puppets for learning, as well as learning about your child's social emotional role playing is also fun with puppets. So those are the couple things I just wanted to share with you today. I didn't want to go too in depth because I wanted you to go, I can do this. I can make this game today. I can play this. I can start, reading books and pointing out those pictures and hearing those beginning sounds. I can go out with my little one and go on treasure hunts and start looking for more shapes and signs and letters and numbers on houses, and just being together and learning, taking what they're already doing. Is so important for our little learners. And I'm really hopeful that you can join me next time. My next area, now that we're getting close to summer, I want to share with you all outdoor learning games that you can play with your kids. Again, super easy things that you probably already have, as a twist to just take your kids outside and have fun learning. That is my main, so important for our kids, is that they are going to learn, they're going to enjoy learning if they are being active and hands-on, moving their bodies, spending time with you, and just the time and bond that you are creating with your child is so important. So I really appreciate you taking the time today, and I look forward to next time of learning and growing. And as always, please feel free to reach out with any questions or other topics that you would like covered. So as always, my name is Diana O'Daniels, and you can find me over at the Kinder Prep. So until next time, have a great day of learning and growing with your little ones.